Hi, good morning, folks. In this video, we're going to take a look at the semifinals. They're upon us now. The final four are here. Let's take a look at it. Coming up. All right. I'm going to mark down where my record is at. My first round predictions, I was 5-3 because Montreal upset Toronto. You might recall. And in the second round, I predicted Winnipeg to beat Montreal. I got that one wrong. I had the Islanders beating the Bruins. I got that one right. I had Vegas over Colorado. Got that one right. And I had Tampa over Carolina. I got that one right. Here's the ironic thing, guys. All four series, all the teams with the home ice, all lost. It's the era we live in, huh? I'm telling you. So that means, so far going into this round, I'm 8-4. I was 3-1. Yeah, I'm 8-4. So I clinch an over 500 record, even if I get everything wrong now. The first round's always the toughest. It's always the toughest to call, I find. All right, so we got Colorado at Vegas. Oh, no, sorry, what am I saying? Canadians at Vegas, of course. Yeah, Canadians at Vegas and Islanders at Tampa. Sorry, guys, I haven't even had a coffee yet. I really haven't. I didn't even remember to bring in my water, so I'm going to do that after. Okay, so let's take a look at this. We all know Montreal's rolling right now, and folks, I'm a big believer when the Habs get going in the playoffs, you got to watch out. You've got to watch out because they are the type of team that can just win the Stanley Cup. They are. They're the only franchise in the league that can do it, guys. They're the only ones that can go in there with a very average team and win the Stanley Cup. They've done it before. And everybody that knows or watches any of my channel know I've picked Vegas right from the start to win this year. And in this series, I'm going to go with what I believe is going on and what I think is going to happen. I got Vegas in 5. And yeah, some Habs fans might not like that. I just think Vegas, and like I was saying before I upset all the Colorado and Toronto fans, I didn't think their teams are built for the playoffs. Where are they now? And but if you would have told me Colorado would choke the way they did and lose 4 straight games, I never would have believed it. Really, I had a hard time believing they were going to choke yesterday the way they did. I really, really was surprised, to be honest. Really. I kind of expected Colorado to force a Game 7, perhaps. But, you know, it's the playoffs. Weird things happen, right? All right, so I got Vegas going to the finals. I got Vegas in 5 there. I'm not predicting the finals, guys, because this is round to round. I'm doing it right now. My original predictions. These are 3 of the 4 I had in the original predictions that I did. That Colorado and Toronto fans were very upset about when I predicted both their teams not to make it this far. And I had Edmonton, you might recall, making the Final Four. And I will never believe in the Oilers again, never. I've given up with the Oilers, I really have. You know how some people gave up on what do you call it, on Florida? Well, I kind of feel that way about Edmonton right now, even though they got McDavid. My God. Awful what's going on over there come playoff time. All right, the Islanders. And we have the Islanders are doing their thing like I thought they would. Yeah, they're doing their thing like I thought they would. And Tampa Bay, who I picked when the playoffs started to be upset by Florida, you might recall. But in my original picks, I had these 4. I'm going by my original picks here. But since we're doing it that's why I'm not picking the finals or nothing yet, because, you know, I think Vegas is going to get to the finals, but I have to see who's in the finals, all that stuff, all that fun stuff. So Islanders and the defending champs look pretty good. They look pretty good. They look better than I expected. I have to admit, they do. I did not think they would look that good against Carolina, but I said it again. You guys see what I said about Carolina? They did the same thing last year. Carolina just collapsed in the second round. They just die. I swear. I don't care if their fans are going to say, oh, they played well. You lost in 5. You didn't put up much of a fight. Sorry, no. I don't know what happened. It's weird. They did the same thing in the playoffs in the bubble. They did the same exact thing. They look, I told you guys when it was early, again, that Carolina looks like the team. They looked like the team that was going to win the cup, and they just took a nosedive. Kind of like what Colorado did, but Colorado fans, once and for all, and I hate repeating myself, you got to get more physical in the playoffs, and you did the last 2 games, but you kind of did when it was too late. You know what I mean? If Colorado would have just been crazy and aggressive all playoffs, I think that would have carried on, and they would have won a cup this year. I really do. But they're missing they're missing some elements in that team, I believe, to win a Stanley Cup. You need more than just flashy offense to win a cup. You do. And we have to talk about it. McKinnon has never gotten past the second round in 8 full years of his career now. So when people say we're wasting Jack's career, the Oilers are wasting McDavid's, and Toronto's wasting Matthews and Marner, what about Colorado and McKinnon? That's 8 years. 8. Just saying. All right, so Islanders and at Tampa, I'm going to go with my original pick. I'm still going with the Islanders. And yes, I know how good Tampa look right now. And if Tampa fans get hurt, sorry, I've got to go with what I believe is what's going to happen. I don't think I'd be shocked if Tampa won. No, of course not. But I think this is an upset. This is an upset I'm calling because of the revenge factor last year when they played each other. You guys seen in Tampa how close the Islanders came. That can push a team over the edge or keep this going the same way. We're going to see. So I still got my original 2 in the finals that I thought from the start, which is Vegas and the Islanders. And my 8-4 record, we'll see if it takes a hit or if it continues to climb or if it gets a split. Now, would I be surprised if Montreal and Tampa get there? No, I wouldn't be. But I would be. I tell you what, if Montreal get to the final, I'm writing off Tampa Bay right from the start. Sorry, Tampa, I have no chance. Montreal get to the finals, they don't lose. They just don't lose. Calgary was a what do you call it thing that took how many Hall of Famers on that Calgary team? Come on, you know what I mean? No, Montreal get to the finals, they don't lose. They just don't. So we'll have to see what Montreal does. Right now, I'm going with the logical pick, saying they're going to win in 5 games because that's a logical pick. It is. But if Montreal get this to a game 6, that's where things can shift. You watch. If it ever gets to game 7, I wouldn't want to be a Vegas fan because you might go to game 7 in Vegas and be leaving there frustrated. You just lost 4-0 and not understand that this is what the Habs do, historically speaking, folks. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. I got other videos I want to get on this morning, and I'm half awake, so I need a coffee. I got to wake up. What I'll do is jump on maybe one more, and I will see you folks at some point later on this evening. Have a good one.